Mike's team does a nice job of waiting and being patient against the zone as well. His team's looking to get something good.
Sanders for three.
One of the big things you have to understand in zone defense, you got to know where the shooters are. Must know where they are.
And shooters, one of the best ways to break a zone is shoot over it. And Jamar Sanders has 3 3-pointers, 14 points on the night. Williams with a little elbow not called. Jackson, 10 on the shot clock. Four on the shot clock. Price to the basket, he's fouled. So again, Georgia tries to get something going inside with Jeremy Price.
Well, a good little move inside and use the glass you talked about, and then here's a good outside shot, and defense didn't quite get to him. A good shot against the zone.
Again, UAB with an answer. Foul on Cameron Moore. Count the basket, a goaltending call, but Price misses the opportunity for the three-point play. He's got 13.
And the next foul is going to be 2 free throws for Georgia.
19 fouls on UAB. Millsap with McPhee on him. 5:15 to play in the game. 10 on the shot clock. Inside pass to Cooper. 2 on the shot clock. Crawford. Howard Crawford's night. 19 points for Crawford. And he's had an answer for everything.
But he's got to get the basketball, look inside, dribble it inside to side. Pass the ball. Pass the basketball. And cut.
Price to the basket. Misses the dunk. And then called for the foul.
Well, Price goes in again. Doesn't have anything. Doesn't try to use the glass. Tries to dunk it. Comes out with a foul.
Went for the style points instead of the basket.
They don't give any. They don't give any.
Mark Fox brings Price to the bench with 3 fouls. He has been aggressive here in the second half in particular. Trey Tompkins is back on the floor. Again, averaging over 19, but he's got just 4 in the game tonight. Cooper, double team down low, kicks it out. 4:15 to play in the game. And again, UAB patient at the offensive end. Crawford thought about it. Millsap loses the handle. Ware with the dish. Foul on Leslie. He'll go to the line. Looks like it's on Aaron Johnson, his second, if it is. But Howard Crawford has put together one heck of a night. His first 2 years, he averaged under 3 points a game. He has 19 tonight. Paul Crane and Whip Sanderson here in Birmingham, where UAB leads by 15. We talked about Howard Crawford, Coach. He averaged less than 3 points a game his first 2 years, but when you talk about working hard and improving your game, you don't have to look farther than Howard Crawford, who has 19 tonight, and he's done it in many different ways.
Well, he certainly has. Here you see him shooting the baseline jump shot, and he's really playing an excellent basketball game. I came over here to see him practice the other day. He didn't practice. He was sick, so I hadn't got to see much of him. Nice turnaround shot in there, and he drills a three-point shot after dribble penetration. Good night for him.
He's hit 3 3-pointers. He's got 19 in the game tonight, and as active as he's been at the offensive end, he has yet to shoot a free throw.
Yeah, he's had a good night. I want to comment on this last fast break that Georgia had. We talked about spacing earlier, getting away from each other so you'll have some room, and that applies on the fast break as well. These guys in the outside lanes have got to get wide and make the defense have to make some adjustments defensively, and the middleman with the ball, and you can't get too tight. And I just say that for kids that are trying to play the game, fast break wise, you've got to be spaced.
Well, Travis Leslie, who was fouled before we went to break, has yet to score in the second half, but hits the free throw here. And again, with Georgia trailing, the free throws and the clock not moving become very important shots. Leslie misses the second. And Elijah Millsap. Now Aaron Johnson. UAB taking its time. Coach has talked about patience. We haven't seen it throughout the entire game on either side tonight, but certainly in the last few minutes, Coach, we've seen it from UAB.
Yeah, they are patient with it and eating up some good clock time.
Millsap's three no good. Cooper tries to tip, won't go. McPhee with the rebound. Here come the Dogs. Leslie swatted away by Millsap. Ware controls, then loses. Out of bounds. Foul. No foul. It's off of UAB, or it is a foul.
Yeah, we called a foul there. They should have.
And the block, huge block.
Yeah, good block, and then they followed up with a foul.
Foul on Aaron Johnson, his third. So now Dustin Ware shoots free throws. 3 of 5 on the night.
The one thing I know that the coach is going to try to do is get these guards a little bit more under control. They're not under control offensively. They're just like a bull with China closet. They just need to slow down and to take what the defense gives them. 13
points for Ware on the game tonight. Aaron Johnson driving the length of the floor, then dishing to Howard Crawford, and one.
There comes a situation right there. Really good move by A.J. Good penetration by A.J. You must stop the dribbler, because if you don't, this is what happens. Somebody helps, trying to block the shot. He dishes it off, layup. So you must contain the dribbler. The dribbler leads to a lot of easy shots inside, and the dribbler leads to a lot of three-point shots on the outside.
I mentioned that Crawford hadn't shot a free throw. He misses his first of the night, but he's still got a new career high with 21 points. The foul was called on Chris Barnes. Tompkins for 3, and Leslie with the putback. But again, shot selection question.
Yeah, a little bit. I know he can shoot outside, but we need to, they need to post him up and get what they can out of him.
And Tompkins with just 4 points on the night. As we approach the 2.5-minute mark of the game. Johnson with McPhee wrapped around him. Millsap's 3 no good. Sanders leaping for the rebound. Looked like he was fouled.
Yeah, he was from the rear a little bit, shoved underneath there, and going to the free throw line.
Dustin Ware picks up his second foul.
Still 1-1 for UAB, 18 foul. We've got a 12-point game, and it doesn't look like Georgia's probably going to be able to work themselves back into this basketball.
Sanders remains perfect at the free throw line, now 6 of 6. He's got 15 points. We'll try to make it 16 here. Nice job at the line by Jamar Sanders. The 7 free throws to go with 3 3-pointers. McPhee has his pocket picked for a moment. The crowd sensing a home opening win as Tompkins gets blocked by Cooper. Williams controls. Offensive foul. Chris Barnes a little too aggressive underneath. He picks up his 3rd. It's another turnover for the Bulldogs, and UAB gets the ball.
A little bit out of sorts there. Got to give UAB some credit for hanging in there defensively, keeping position.
Home opener for the Blazers has been a good one as Elijah Millsap with the exclamation point. His first basket of the second half.
Set up very well, of course, by the great dribble drive.
Sanders with the steal. Cooper with the ball. Millsap. He's got 12.
UAB has really done a great job defensively. They just got Georgia on sorts. No doubt about it.
Mark Fox calls timeout, and the UAB crowd loves every minute of it.
Well, they're aggressive. They're hard-nosed. They're very active defensively. And, they pretty much disrupted the Georgia offense. Georgia's young and, just trying to get established, but you certainly have to give UAB a lot of credit.
You can see that UAB hasn't beaten an SEC opponent in this building since Gene Bartow's son Murray lost here. But the Blazers are poised to stretch their non-conference home winning streak to 25. Elijah Millsap was quiet for much of the second half, but he's made a lot of noise in the last few seconds. 2 quick baskets, 12 points on the night, and UAB up by 18 with just over a minute to play.
Well, UAB's had good balance offensively. They've AJ's he's run the show and done a good job getting the basketball to the open people, and they played together very well.
We talked about UAB's success in this building non-conference-wise. You can see here's the remaining non-conference schedule before they get into their conference schedule, and they do have an SEC game lurking out there when they play in Fayetteville after the first of the year.
Well, interesting, Troy comes in, Don Maestry's team. Don coached for me for a while at Alabama, and he believes in shooting a lot of threes, and so that'll be an interesting basketball game next Tuesday night.
And you saw the East Tennessee State game. That's where Murray Bartow coaches now, December 4th here. It'll be the Gene Bartow Classic, but upcoming for the Georgia Bulldogs. And Mark Fox, you can see he's got some good tests on there. He'll have a Big Ten opponent in mid-December. And Tuesday night, UNC Asheville on CSS December 2nd and January 5th against Georgia Tech. All those games right here on CSS. UAB on a 6-0 run over the last minute plus, but a little over-aggressive. Aaron Johnson picks up his 4th. And UAB opened this game with a suffocating defense. And here as we approach the final minute,